Good morning, everyone. It is day 32. I've been on the trail for about 15 minutes and I just got service, so I was just able to well, Deb somehow she figures out when I've got service and she called me the minute I got it, so I talked to her for a few moments. But this is one of the first things I run into this morning. I did not expect to see this. There's really no other way down other than shimmying down a tree. So somebody was kind enough to bring this ladder out here and strap it down to the trees and the rocks. And but alrighty then. I love it. All right. Let's see. I got to figure out which. Yeah, there it goes that way. All right. Yeah, I'll get back on here in a little bit and talk to you through the morning. So. All right. I've been going half hour, not long. Did my first little downhill. Come up on this bridge. Going over a little brook. Look at this. That water is just crystal clear. It's beautiful. Just beautiful. Should have a uphill coming. It's not huge. The first part of it's going to be pretty steep. After that, it should level out, not level out, but it should ease up a little bit. I've got about 1.3 miles of an uphill coming, so yeah. I had to take off my jacket already because I'm already sweating. And yeah, let's see how far I can go before I got to put this thing up. Should be a fairly simple day. I mean, there's some ups and downs, but nothing major. I'm not sure what's going on here. Let's take a look. Steady Eddie. It's not the end of the trail for me. I've just traveled on, you see. Up ahead where greener pastures grow and cool water. Streams dance as they flow. I'm guessing they all right, well, somebody loved hiking out here a lot. I've heard stories about Steady Eddie. All right, looks like when I get across this stream over here, we're going up. So I'm going to put this away and I'll bring it back out when it's safe to do so. All right, so I've come about 1.3 miles. Got a momentary flat section here before I hit the next uphill, which shouldn't be as hard as the last one. Last one, I mean, it wasn't hard. It was steep. And no rock scramble, no boulder scramble, just steep up. And got my sweat pores open. They're pouring. A little break before I hit the next uphill, which, like I said, should not be as bad. You know, I'm sorry if I worried people from yesterday's video. And I'm talking real time because I'm about a week past that. But, you know, that's just real. I knew it was going to happen when I lost my partner navigator. And it did. I was somewhat prepared for it. And I worked my way through it. And as you'll see by watching the video that's going to come out today, I got through it. And I've been okay since then. So there's some options, possible options for me to hike with some people out here. We'll see which one plays out and which ones don't. Last night was an interesting evening. Where I was camped at was very, very overgrown, very thick. And probably got to sleep about 8:30 and woke up around midnight. When I woke up, you know, when you're out here by yourself, your imagination plays all kinds of tricks with you. And last night was no exception, although I did hear something scurrying around my tent around midnight. It was bigger than a mouse and smaller than a bear. So don't know what it was, but I slapped my tent and it went away and didn't have any more problems with it the rest of the night. But I probably laid awake for an hour, hour and a half, just listening to the sounds of the forest. I did at one point hear something sounded large off in the woods. It never came close to my tent. And it could have been a bear, could have been a moose, could have been deer. Hard to say. But anyways, whatever it was, it didn't come near my tent, didn't bother me. And I was able to go back to sleep around 2 o'clock and slept in until 5. So got a pretty good night's sleep, considering. And looks like I'm about to hit my next uphill section. So let me put this down. Quick little video. I've come about 2.3 miles this morning. Got a little opening in the trees. I don't know how well you can see it. Let me zoom out a little bit, so maybe that'll help. Let's go 2 times, 5 times. Yeah, baby. Beautiful out there. All right. We're going that way. Beautiful. That sun coming through the trees. I love it, man. That's my favorite kind of picture right there. Love it. Got a fairly level spot here, so kind of show y'all what I'm going through. It's been really overgrown. It appears like trail maintenance hadn't been done out here in a few years. This section doesn't look quite as bad. Downhill. Dealing with rocks and roots and uphill, downhill. There's no rhyme or reason to any part of the trail today. It's going to be all over the place. You'll see that when you get to the graph at the end of the video. It's just kind of all over the place. It's a good little downhill. Not so steep that I need my trekking poles, but I got to be careful because it's rocky and one stub of the toe, man, and you're face down in this crap. Take my time. You can see it's closing back in on me again. They definitely need somebody to come through here and clean out this brush. But, ah boy, okay, big steps here. The bugs are starting to come out. Hope I can get a little bit further. Before they start landing on me and trying to eat me. I really don't want to put bug spray on, but I will. Yeah, back uphill a little bit. Yeah, like I said, there's no consistency here. It's up, down, up, down, up, down. I love how this happens. Look here. There's a rock. And there's a tree growing on top of the rock. There was a large one this morning at camp. I was going to get a picture of it and I forgot. But it just blows me away how a tree can grow on top of a rock. That's amazing. All right. Yeah, this looks a little messy. I'm going to get my trekking poles. This is what I've been dealing with most of the day. This is level. This is uphill. It's not a huge uphill, but you can see the roots, the roots, the roots. Turn around and go back the other way, and it's the same thing, downhill. Roots and rocks. You simply cannot go fast in this terrain. It's not difficult. I mean, you do enough of the uphill, you're going to get tired. You do enough of the downhill, you're going to hurt your knees. But it's just nuisance terrain. You've got to go slow because you've got to watch every single step. You step on a root the wrong way, you step on a rock the wrong way, you're going to go down. And I've been fortunate. I have not gone down since those first few days out with Stephanie. And so yeah, I want to keep it that way. So I'm just going nice and easy, nice and slow, taking my time. And you know, these short days, I'll get there. No big deal. All right, see you in a bit. All right, I've come a little over 5.5 miles. So more than halfway. But it's been 4 hours since I started. So that kind of gives you a feel. Right now I'm running barely over a mile an hour. Maybe a mile a quarter in an hour. You know, again, it's not difficult uphills and downhills. It's just, well, let me change that. It is difficult uphills and downhills. They're just not steep. And I thought I was done with the hill, but apparently not. Shoot. All right. Let me try to get to this one section without my trekking pole, see if I can keep going. You know, it's not horribly steep, but I should be using my trekking poles. You know, you stub your toe every other step on a rock or a root. And every time you do that, you think, damn, how long are these shoes gonna last? All right. Looks like we're in a little downhill section. All right, now, this is about a 2.5, 3 foot step. And, you know, when you hit those, I mean, you can't just walk over them. You know, if I was 7 foot whatever, I probably could, but I'm not. I'm a little short guy. And you pretty much have to stop and go down one step at a time. Oh, shoot. And this is the way the trail's been, you know, the whole morning. So, I mean, not horribly difficult, but just enough of a pain in the ass to slow you down. These kids that are out here doing 20, 25 miles a day. Yeah, I just, even if I had my trail legs, I could not go through this that fast. You can't do it. And for somebody like me with little short legs, you try it and you're gonna fall, you're gonna get hurt. So you can't do it. All right. Oh boy. You know, it's just one little uphill and downhill after another. And I mean, you can see how slow I'm going through here. And that's just the way it's been the whole day. And this is the kind of terrain that you'll try to step between a couple of rocks and you'll end up hitting a sharp one with the side of your foot, and boom, there goes your shoe. You need, this is where you need the big heavy leather boots, but you can't wear them because they'll chew your feet apart. Stub my toe. You know, it's like no matter how high you lift it, that rock finds a way to get up there, or that root finds a way to get up there and hit your toe. All right, I'm gonna put this down. This is just, yeah, I don't need to spend 12 hours out here today. So I'll be back in bed. I've come a little over 7 miles, so less than 3 miles to go to camp. But I thought I'd stop and take a moment just to kind of pat myself on the back. I've now officially done over 300 miles out here on this particular leg. So since I started 32 days ago, I've done just a hair over 300 miles. So, yeah, it's a good day, man. All right, we'll talk to you later. So I've come 7.3 miles today, and I've got to this place called a Lookout. This is a privately owned cabin, and they allow through hikers or hikers to come up here and stay as long as they don't do stupid shit. Some through hikers have a tendency to do stupid shit, so hopefully nobody screws this one up. It's pretty cool on the inside. I mean, it's an enclosed cabin. You know, if you needed a place to stay, what's a better place to stay than an enclosed cabin? There's no furniture. It really looks like a shelter on the inside, but you know, it's got a door and lots of safety, so you could probably fit, hell, 30 hikers in here. But this is what I'm going to go look at. They have built a lookout on top of this cabin, so I'm going to take a walk up and see what the heck. So I'll be back in a second. All right, this is the back part of the cabin. Work my way around. Let me do a 2x zoom. I think that's going to be the best. Look at that. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Just as far as the eye can see, folks. Look at this. Just beautiful.